is that time once again, and I'd like to thank you for coming down to the Lansing Center, downtown Lansing, Michigan, for the Birthday Bash! That's right, ladies and gentlemen, the Lansing Derby Vixens have been in existence for just over 1 solid year, and Lansing's been very supportive of them, and I thank you very much for that.
Thank you, everybody, for coming down here.
Y'all rock, especially dealing with that parking.
You like that? All right.
You want to introduce yourself?
My name is High Def, and with me, as always, the Master of Ceremonies, Mr. Black Mandu. We would first like to start off by introducing our officials for the evening. Our inside pack ref and head ref, Slim Goodbody. Our outside pack ref, Dr. Rapper.
And the outside pack ref, Sofa Kingdom. I didn't know you were.
Our inside pack ref, IREF. And the first of our 2 jam refs, Bruce Hilda.
And the other jam ref is Trickless Magician.
Now to introduce all the way from up in Traverse City, your Toxic Cherries. Number 101, Rochella DeVille. Number 1200, Mace Hindu. Number 13, Lizzie Luscious. Number 777, Diamondback Dawn. Number 5000, Peachy Queen. 666 is Vino Evil. Number 33, Heavy Breather. Number 0, Trans Fat, Molly McButtkicker. Number 17, Kung Fu Cupcake. Number 2, watch out behind her, it's Amelia Airfart. 11:11 and 0 seconds, Angel of Mercy. 100% Educate. Number 7, Boney Dashhole. Your alternate, Easy D. And your team captain, Yoko. Oh, no, you didn't. Coaching for the Toxic Cherries, head coach, the Quad Father. And bench manager, Tacitus Benches.
We also like to thank the NSOs. They work very hard in taking care of the statistics and scoreboards and things of that nature. I also like to thank DJ Dita Bond Beats for providing the sounds that you're listening to right now. Turn it up, DJ Bond Beats. Are you ready? Make some noise for the hometown Lansing Derby Vixen! She's got a PhD in kicking your butt, coming in at number 93, Addie Mortem! You've been rickrolled. She always gets her girl, coming in at number star 69, Allie Always. One of the captains for the LDV, Feel the Burn, coming in at number 62, Audrey Floorburn. She's the whole shebang, coming in at number 22, Chelsea, Bang Bang. She kicks butt with class. It's coming in at number 5, Coco Death now.
We got some Team Coco over in the corner there.
She owns the track, coming in at number 8 bit, Dawn K. Kong. Mama said, knock you out, and she did. Coming in at number 9, Emma, knock you out. Another captain of the LDV, a personal trainer by day, and she's a pro at kicking butt. Coming in at number 3, Gluteus Maxine. Once you get hit by this lady, you'll wish it's the end of the world. Coming in at number 2012, Ida Destroyer. Meow Boom! Coming in at 1945, Catum Bomb! She's the size of a Mini Cooper, but she hits like a Mack truck. Coming in at number 43, Mean Norma Jean! That's right, ladies and gentlemen. She's vicious, she's delicious, and oh so malicious. Coming in at number 46, Malicious Intent. Both on and off the track, she gets rough. Coming in at number K934, Nasty Dog Bite. Woo. Third captain for the LDV. She hooked you up with one of our EMTs. Coming in at number 78, Rock of Shove. And the alternate this evening for the LDV, she'll make you stop, drop, and roll. Number 100%, Cotton Fire. Second alternate, she thanks your mom for being a friend. Coming in at 7-11, Rue McSlamahan. Head coach tonight, when you're a vixen, every day is Manning Day. Rex Manning. And your bitch manager for LDB, this lady, she doesn't get her hands dirty. She calls in the hit, Little Hiddaloo.
I came to dance, 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 dance. I hit the floor 'cause that's my plan, 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 plan. I'm wearing all my favorite.
I'd like to take this moment, if everybody could raise for the national anthem. The national anthem this evening is going to be performed by one of my good friends, Rose Cooper.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we held at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming. And the rockets red glare, the bombs bursting in escape through the night, that our flag was still there. Say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave? Wow!
And you can see Rose Cooper performing around Lansing on top of her Harley-Davidson motorcycle.
Wow. Wow. That's all I can say about that. United States of America, the greatest place on earth. I'd like to turn everybody's attention to the inside of their program, the first inside part of their program, right inside the cover, the inside cover. Look at the inside cover. That is the diagram of the track. We're going to do a slow-mo demo. There's two lines on the track that are very important. They're pink lines. The blockers, 4 from each team, are going to line up on the first line. 20 feet behind that is the jammer line. One whistle is going to start the pack. Once everybody crosses the line from the pack, you hear 2 whistles, which starts the jammers. The jammer's job is to get through the pack. Once they get through the pack, it is determined who the lead jammer is. That right there is the signal for the lead jammer. 8-Bit Donkey Kong is the lead jammer for this jam. And as you can see, the other ref doing the no signal, that means that the other jammer is not the lead jammer. The lead jammer has the ability to call off the jam. Once everybody goes through the pack, once the jammers go through the pack and the lead jammer is determined, that's when the jammers can put points on the board by passing on opponents. For each opponent that they pass, they get 1 point. Simple enough? Everybody get it? Okay. That's what I'm talking about. If you have any questions, just come up and ask.
You want to see it in full speed?
And as a reminder, the suicide seating are for people of age 18 and older. And please watch your beverages. When you see somebody coming at you, pick them up.
This
And
jam.
that starts off the jam. The first jam is brought to you by Cravings Popcorn. I'd like to thank Cravings Popcorn for helping support Lansing Derby Vixens and Roller Derby. And that's it.
Donkey Kong is your lead jammer. Now she makes her way around the pack. The other jammer for the Toxic Cherries, Yoko, oh no you didn't, is still trying to make her way through. She's hitting a big wall of Vixens there.
Now keep your eye on the stars. The stars are the jammers, and the jammers are the ones putting points on the board.
For Donkey Kong, and she calls off the jam. That is 4 points for the Lansing Derby Vixens, 0 for the Toxic Cherries. Again, that jam brought to you by Cravings Popcorn in Old Town. Go check them out. They've got fantastic popcorn.
And thank you very much, Chad. We appreciate you. I'd also like to thank Pavo Tees and Kim Law for helping support LDV. One whistle starts the pack. Two whistles starts the jam. And in for the LDV is number 43, Mean Norma Jean. Mean Norma Jean working hard for the Lansing Derby Vixens, trying to put points on the board, but your lead jammer is number 33.
Heavy breather from the Toxic Cherries.
Mean Norma Jean is working hard for LDV, but Heavy Breather is trying to put points on the board, but she got knocked down by Raka Shaw, put two points on the board and calls off the jam, calls the jam.
That's what it feels like to get hit by the Big Girls Club.
I'd like to thank Uno Deuce Multimedia and Michigan Brewing Company, the Corner Bar. The after party is at the Corner Bar if you want to hang out with some Vixens, get some autographs.
On the jam line now, we have Malicious Intent for the Derby Vixens.
One whistle starts the pack. Two whistles starts the jammers.
And Vino Evil for the Toxic Cherries.
Look at that movement. Look at that movement.
And your Malicious Intent.
Malicious Intent is working hard for the LDV, trying to put points on the board.
And she gets through and calls it off. Oh, but she gets sent out before the jam gets called off. The jam is still on.
That's going to hurt LDV's jammers in the penalty box.
That is a power jam for the Toxic Cherries. A power jam is what happens when the other jammer is in the box, and she can go and score as many points as she wants without the other jammer scoring any.
This jam might go the full 2 minutes. Toxic Cherries working hard. Oh, NASCAR rules.
And Emma Knock You Out gets sent out into the penalty box for an out-of-play blocking penalty.
And that is a grand slam for the Toxic Cherries. That's right, 5 points on the board.
And the Toxic Cherries have taken the lead. 7-6, Toxic Cherries. At the lead change, take a drink.
Vino Evil for getting the first grand slam of the night. That's right, when you pass all 5 players of the opposing team, that's a grand slam. One whistle starts the pack. Two whistles starts the jammers. And the jammers are fighting hard.
And Malicious Intent is back in out of the penalty box. She's making her way through hard.
Ooh.
And she just got a hard block by Yoko. Oh, no, you didn't. But she threw a little too much elbow in there, and she got sent to the penalty box.
Melissa's Intent is working hard for the LDV, while Mick Butt Kicker is working hard. And your lead jammer is Melissa's Intent. Make some noise for her. She can hear you out there. That's what I'm talking about. Very heads-up play, and Melissa's Intent.
She goes through, passes two players, and calls off the jam.
Melissa's Intent did a heads-up play there by putting a couple points on the board, and then calling off the jam before the Toxic Cherries had an opportunity to retaliate.
And that is another lead change. Your Lansing Derby Vixens have taken the lead.
That's right, ladies and gentlemen. It's not over until it's over. This looks like it's going to be a very heads-up play. One whistle starts the pack. Two whistles starts the jammers.
Gluteus Maxine for the Lansing Derby Vixens, and Heavy Breather bounces off and goes down.
And look at that! You lose jammer! Gluteus Maxine for the LDV.
And we do have an injury on the track. This is a full contact sport.
That's right, ladies and gentlemen. These women work very hard for you. We hate to see an injury, but it's definitely NASCAR rules. There's bumping in Derby.
That is number 1200, Mapes Hindu over there. Looks like she tweaked her hip a little bit.
There's going to be a draw.
There she is.
Oh, that's right. We like to see them pop right back up like that. Make some noise. These ladies give it their all so you can be entertained tonight.
And I'm sure we will be seeing her out on the track shortly.
Don't forget, you can find the Lansing Derby Vixens online at lansingderbyvixens.com. You can also find them on Facebook. Become a friend to the Lansing Derby Vixens. Like them on the Book of Face.
We've got Cadam Baum on the jam line for the Lansing Derby Vixens.
I'd like to thank Modern Skate and Surf and Frandor, Steve Jinks, and Lisa Bink for helping us sponsor Derby action this evening. Ooh, big hit by Don K. Khan, knocking Yoko, oh no you didn't, out of bounds, and your lead jammer is Cadam Bomb. Make some noise, meow!
And Lizzie Luscious gets sent to the penalty box from the Toxic Cherries. She threw a bit of an elbow in there.
Bomb pushed back. She got hit and she said no. Bomb is working real hard, being bounced around in that pack.
And she calls it off. But not before she put 4 points on the board for the Lansing Derby Vixen.
That's right, ladies and gentlemen. She was working hard, getting bounced around like a little ping pong ball.
We would really love to thank Pavo Teas for giving us so much support. You like tea? You got tea drinkers out there? Check out Pavo Teas there online. They've got some fantastic loose leaf tea.
2 whistle starts the Jammers. And in for the Toxic Cherries is Vino Evil.
Malicious.
And in for the Lansing Derby Vixens is Malicious Intent. Both working hard. Major forearm penalty for...
And Malicious Intent gets
your lead Jammer!
Angel of Mercy put Malicious Intent into the infield, but not without getting sent to the box herself. And Malicious Intent calls it off.
That's some great Derby action going on out there.
5 points for your Lansing Derby Vixen.
A grand slam! Make some noise!
17-7, Lansing Derby Vixens. That's my kind of score.
These ladies are working hard. 1 whistle starts the pack. 2 whistle starts the jam.
It's got me, Norma Jean, and Molly McButtkicker out there.
Molly McButtkicker got her butt kicked a little bit trying to push through. And your lead jammer, me, Norma Jean.
Rock of Shove goes through the penalty box.
Mean Norma Jean gets pushed out of bounds. She bounces right back up. Number 101 for the Toxic Cherries takes a penalty on that hit. She's going to be in the box.
Mean Norma Jean calls it off. Rochella DeVille threw an elbow in there.
Your score, Lansing Derby Vixens 21, Traverse City Toxic Cherries 8. It's still a close bout, ladies and gentlemen. I need you to find your favorite Derby girl. When she's out there on the track, call her name. They can hear you. 1 whistle starts the pack. 2 whistle starts the jammers. And in for the Toxic Cherries is Heavy Breather. And in for the Lansing Derby Vixens is Cadam Bomb.
Meow boo.
And look at that! Cadam Bomb makes an outside move.
She gets
Cadam Bomb is your lead jammer. She's doing a fantastic job bouncing around. She takes Amelia Earhart is in the penalty box for the Toxic Cherries.
That was a forearm penalty on Amelia Earhart.
Cadam Bomb is working hard to put some points on the board, and there she goes! And Grand Slam! Make some noise!
That was a nice inside move by Catum Bomb. That is the shortest route around the track.
That's right, 5 points on the board. Make some noise for Catum Bomb, putting up the points. She can hear you out there. A Grand Slam! Catum Bomb is dropping bombs on the Toxic Cherries, ladies and gentlemen. Give it up for 2 Grand Slams in a row.
And that jam was called on time. 2 minutes, 2 full minutes for that jam. That was one.
Give it up, give it up. That jam went 2 full minutes, ladies and gentlemen. It went the full time. And look at the score, your hometown. Derby Vixens have 32.
And 8 for your Traverse City Toxic. Oh, we have an official timeout.
I'd like to give out some more thank yous to the sponsors that help make Derby action happen. Greater Lansing Sports Authority. A special thank you to the West Side YMCA of Lansing, Underground Printing, ASAP Printing, Oak Hill Dental. And there's going to be some fun for the kids at halftime. Balloon racing for the kids. The kids get to come out to the track and do a balloon race. The officials are ready to go. The ladies are lining up. The jammers are on the jam line. One whistle starts the pack. Two whistles starts the jammers.
We got Malicious Intent back on the line for the Lansing Derby Vixens, and Noko, oh no you didn't, for the Toxic Cherries.
Look at that move by the Toxic Cherries! Your lead jammers! Yoko, oh no you didn't!
And Rochella DeVille takes out Malicious Intent with a big hit on turn number 2.
Number 17 is wrecking havoc. Kung Fu Cupcake is making it very hard for the LDV.
And that is the jam. 5 points for the Traverse City Toxic Cherries on that one. Another grand slam.
There's going to be a halftime drawing. We have gifts from October Moon and who are drawing?
October Moon, you've got a drawing at the halftime, and also you could have a chance to win a gift basket from the Lansing Derby Vixens of Derby Vixens swag. We've got Allie Always on the track. She's battling her way through. That's the first time we've seen her on the jammer line today. And Vino Evil is trying to get through, but she is having some trouble with Audrey Floorburn and Mean Norma Jean.
Ooh, Audrey Floorburn makes it to the penalty box.
She was blocking out of bounds there. You have to be on the track to be able to lay in a block.
And your lead jammer is Vino Evil for the Toxic Cherries. And a strategic move, the Toxic Cherries decided to call off the jam. We'd like to thank the EMTs for coming out tonight. Hopefully we will not be needing their services, but we're always thankful that they're here. Hopefully they'll have a boring night watching the great roller derby that it is. Looks like it's a power jam for the Toxic Cherries.
Allie Always is still in the box for the Lansing Derby Vixens. And Heavy Breather gets through for a lead jammer.
Toxic Cherries has an opportunity to close the gap on this jam and make the difference of that scoreboard a little bit smaller.
We only have one blocker out there. Our penalty box is full. Now we got two. Audrey Floorburn is back on the track, as is Allie Always.
And a grand slam for Heavy Breather of the Toxic Cherries. Allie Always working hard
She gets
out of
through
the penalty
back.
box. Heavy Breather gets 4 points on the board for the Toxic Cherries. And she calls off the jam.
She called that off right before Allie Always got a chance to come around and score. That's the benefit of being the lead jammer, is you can call off the jam and not let the other team get any points on the board.
The Lansing Derby Vixens call a timeout.
After a bunch of penalties in a row, it looks like Rex Manning has to calm his team down a little bit, make sure they're thinking straight and getting done what needs to be done.
I like to think the Toxic Cherries coming in from Traverse City. That's a long drive. So I like to give it up for the Toxic Cherries making that 4-hour hike down to the capital city so you all can have some derby action tonight.
You can thank them by giving them some applause when they do some great stuff out there. You can thank them by buying a t-shirt, or you can thank them by buying them a beer at the after party over at the corner bar.
Future bouts for the Lansing Derby Vixens. June 11th is a home bout for the Mid-Michigan Derby Girls.
The Mid-Michigan Derby Girls are going to be coming down here to the Lansing Center from Mount Morris, Michigan on June 11th. You can get your tickets right now at brownpapertickets.com. While you're on there, pick up some tea over at Pavo Teas. They have some great loose leaf teas, some great fruit teas, decaf, green teas. You like tea?
Do I like tea? I like hot tea.
I love hot tea.
I like the adult version. Two whistle starts the jammers. It's a foot race. Oh my
that
God!
was some
Donkey
good
Kong said,
jammer action there.
Donkey Kong was like, I want this, and your lead jammer, Donkey Kong, make some noise.
She took Molly McButtkicker right off of her skates there.
McButtkicker is getting her butt pushed around a little bit out there on the track. Woo!
And the jammer for the Traverse City Toxic Cherries gets sent to the penalty box for a back block. You cannot hit between the shoulders on the back of the other team.
Looks like one of the Toxic Cherries got sent to the penalty for elbow. And a grand slam for Donkey Kong. That's right, ladies and gentlemen, you're catching on. 5 points on the board. Make some noise for the Lansing Derby Vixens.
Boom! One more time for Donkey Kong.
Great slam! And she calls off the jam. Calls it off. Ladies have 30 seconds to regroup. Thank you, sir. Ladies have 30 seconds to regroup and get their pack in order.
Hey, notice how a couple of those ladies have stripes on their helmets? Those are the pivots. They're blockers, but they're a special kind of blocker. If one of the jammers is having a hard time, they can actually pass their star to the pivot, and the pivot can become the jammer. Cat 'em bomb.
Jammer! Cat 'em bomb! Molly McButt Kicker is working hard for the Toxic Cherries. Cat 'em bomb. Cat 'em bomb. Puts 4 points on the board and calls off the jam. 4 points, calls off the jam.
Hey, how does 46-22 sound to you, Black Mandu?
It sounds like the hometown Lansing Derby Vixens are putting on a show for ya.
This is some good roller derby. Got a bit of a slow pack going on here.
The Toxic Cherries are putting up a fight. Vito Evil knocks down number 46.
Malicious intent, but that did not stop her from getting lead jammer.
That's right, Lansing. Make some noise for your lead jammer. Oh, great slam! That's right. Put him up in the air. 5 points on the board. That's right.
Vino Evil did get through the pack. She is coming up too. And Malicious calls it off.
Look at the scoreboard. The Lansing Derby Vixens are starting to pull away. With just under 6 minutes left in this half period. It's a half, right? It's a half.
And we have another timeout.
Timeout, Toxic Cherries.
I would like to thank one of our newest sponsors, Roller Girl Skates. If you're thinking about getting into roller derby, check out Roller Girl Skates. They've got all kinds of great skate equipment, derby skates, pads, wheels, bearings, whole 9 yards. And while you're there, check out Pavo Tees again. They're a good local company trying to make do. They've got fantastic tees out there. Great customer service, too, on Pavo Tees. Fast shipping, because it's coming right from here.
I'd like to give a special thank you to Sally Trashy Tulip buyer from Grand Rapids, Grand Raggedy. She comes into town a lot to help the Lansing Derby Vixens. I'd like to thank the Detroit Derby Girls.
We're a new team here, and having these bigger teams like Grand Raggedy, Team Scissor on the track. Having these bigger teams like Grand Raggedy and the Detroit Derby Girls helping us out really makes this a fantastic derby event for everyone to come to.
One whistle starts the pack. 2 whistles starts the jammers, and in for the Toxic Cherries is number 33, Heavy Breather.
And Gluteus Maxine for the Lansing Derby Vixens.
That was a whip it, ladies and gentlemen, for Gluteus Maxine. And she's...
Oh, she got a penalty on the way. Oh, no, got a no pass, no penalty. There was one player that she did not pass legally, so she is not lead jammer. But that does not mean that she cannot still score points.
Gluteus Maxine working hard, and your lead jammer calls off the jam. Heavy breather calls off the jam before the Lansing Derby Vixens were able to put points on the board. If you love Derby action, the Mitten Mavens invite you to check them out next weekend at Demonstration Hall on the MSU campus. The Mitten Mavens will be taking on the Flint City Derby Girls. This bout starts at 7 p.m. on May 14th. That's next Saturday.
Also next Saturday, the Lansing Derby Vixens are traveling to Roseville, Michigan to play the Bath City Roller Girls. If you're in for a little drive, you don't get enough of your Lansing Derby Vixens here, you can get some of them on the road too.
Yoko, no, you didn't. Took a whipping, and now she's your lead jammer. Sorry.
Cadam Bomb is having a little bit of trouble getting through that pack there. This Traverse City defensive line is doing some good work out there, and their offensive line is too. A grand slam for Yoko. Oh, no, you didn't.
Cadam Bomb is working hard for the Lansing Derby Vixens. Make some noise for her.
Rock of Shove got sent to the penalty box for an elbow. Even after 5 points on the board, it is still 51-27, Lansing Derby Vixens. So what do you guys think? You like this roller derby thing? Yes.
Jamming for the Lansing Derby Vixens is Gluteus Maxine. And jamming for the Toxic Cherries is
Molly McButtkicker for the Toxic Cherries.
ooh! Audrey Forburn said, "You're out of here!" And your lead jammer is Gluteus Maxine. That was team play for the Lansing Derby Vixens.
And it is just fun to watch Gluteus Maxine skate. Very smooth.
Audrey Forborn putting her back into it, jamming up the Toxic Cherries jammer.
And Molly McButtkicker is getting held up by a pretty serious wall put on by your Lansing Derby Vixens. Audrey Floorburn, Rock of Shove, and Emma Knock You Out, blocking it up and letting Gluteus Maxine get through for 5 points.
A grand slam! Put 5 up in the air for Gluteus Maxine! Make some noise! Grand slam!
The Toxic Cherries skating one girl down. They've got Lizzie Luscious in the box. So how many of you ladies out there think that you might want to do this yourself, huh? All right, well, we do have a sign-up sheet over at the merchandise table where you can go and sign up and get information. We're going to be starting another Derby 101 in the next couple weeks, and it is halftime. Your halftime score, 56. Lansing Derby Vixens, 27 to the Toxic Cherries. All right, we do have some fun activities going on for the halftime here. First of all, if anybody